I wanna be Batman, cause everybody really ain't shit to me.
This is MJawwarrior Reviews, and today I'm bringing you guys another review. Now I know it's been a while since I've done a review on anything like a comic book or, you know, a movie or anything at all. Just been very hectic this summer with, you know, my room being moved around. You know, I got my gamer chair on my bed still. I've got, you know, my Guitar Hero guitars on there, but finally I got a desk, so I'm able to sit down in a chair instead of on the floor on the computer. So everything's good so far. The comic book that we're going to be reviewing today is Gotham City Sirens. Sorry, this is like my 6th time doing this video because my computer had no disk space. I'm very agitated with clearing out my computer full of crap, so just bear with me, people. Alright, now let me get into this comic book. Now, despite what I said about the first one, how I liked it, this one, not so much. Now, I'm going to tell you guys why. The story wasn't that interesting to me, but let me get into the story first, and then I'll tell you what my comments are, alright? Alright. The beginning of this comic book basically gives us a flashback of Catwoman when she's talking to Talia. Now, Talia, she teaches Catwoman, Selina Kyle, how to block all of her memories from anyone else knowing them. Like if someone, like in the first comic book, Poison Ivy, she poisoned her and wanted to know who the real Batman was, what was his secret identity. And, you know, Catwoman was on the urge of telling her, but now we have a flashback on telling us that Selina Kyle has a defense mechanism against telling anyone in case she's given like a truth serum or something like that. So that's helping her out right now. Now, despite all that training that she got, Poison Ivy keeps hackling her and asking her who is Batman. Selina Kyle all of a sudden just says Bruce Wayne, and then 2 seconds later she's like Jim Gordon. Then she says Harvey Dent before the accident, and she starts blurring out all names, and they're just sitting in there. Her and Poison Ivy and Harley, they're looking at her like, is this bitch on drugs? So throughout this time, they finally just give up, and Catwoman says, you know what, Batman has been a bunch of people, convincing them, saying, you know, he's been a bunch of people. You think one man can endure all the pain that this, you know, symbol is taken? Of course not. Yeah, right. Bruce Wayne can endure anything, but they don't know that. Now they are under the influence that Batman has been several different people, taking the mantle, holding the symbol, saying, you know, he stands for whatever. A man could hold it for a minute, an hour, 2 weeks, doesn't matter. It's been multiple people, so there's not just one Batman. So now that they think that, Harley goes out shopping. Bruce Wayne, since Gotham City, the streets of Gotham, now that Hush is now posing as Bruce Wayne out in the streets, giving TV auditions, saying, you know, I'm gonna be fixing up this city. And, you know, using all my money, well, Bruce's money, but they don't know that, to fix up the city. Make him go bankrupt. Who cares, you know? It's not his money, right? He lost all his money to Catwoman, so why shouldn't Bruce pay, even though he might be dead? But, well, no one knows that. So he does all this, and then, you know, these little newcomers of criminal activities, they want to make a name for themselves. They hijack Bruce Wayne, bring him in the car, holding him at gunpoint. Harley sees this. Now Harley thinks that she should pay back Bruce because, well, you know, he's the one who signed out her rehabilitation notices, got her out of Arkham. Now she wants to pay back the thing of saving his life. She doesn't know it's Thomas Elliot, but hey, there's always surprises at the end, right? She single-handedly beats all 3 guys' asses. They crash the car into a toy store. Bruce Wayne, who is Thomas Elliot, Hush, is like, well, you know what, this is my chance to kill her because she was the girl who helped out Selina Kyle and taking all my money. I have a chance of killing her right now, but it wouldn't be so wise because I'm in a mall and there's a whole bunch of cameras and I'll get caught. So he basically just gives up the opportunity of killing her, and, you know, fronts up to her and says, you know, how have you been, fronting as Bruce Wayne, and they start getting to talking. She takes a picture with him on her camera phone and sends it to Selina, saying, you know, she ran into Bruce Wayne. Now, Selina knows that it's Thomas Elliot, so she gets in the car with Poison Ivy. They rush to the mall. When they get there, they see a knife in the floor through a teddy bear, and that's where the comic book ends. Now, my review of the comic book, my own personal opinion, is I don't like it as much as I like the first one. The first one was alright, it was just getting the feeling of it. This one, not so much. I don't really like this one this much. Just the fact that it's all talk, there's not much action, even though I know there's supposed to be some talk adding up to the action, but there's not that much action adding up into something. They leave so many cliffhangers. They'll leave the cliffhanger till next month, and then I have to actually, you know, read the whole thing and wait, and I don't know. Now I know most comic books leave cliffhangers, but this one is just the art even like gets me going a little bit. The art isn't that great, even though the art usually doesn't make me, you know, not like a comic book. If the story is good, I like it. Even if the artwork is bad, but if the story is sort of and the, you know, pictures are all like there's not much going for me. There's just not much going for it. So my personal opinion is I'd give it maybe a 5.5 out of 10. That's just being gracious, because, you know, I might get the third one. I'm not sure. But I know I'm going to pick up the third one anyway, just to review it for you guys, just to tell you how it's going to be. So either way, I'm going to pick it up. Well, that's my review on that comic book. And since I haven't been on doing my reviews, because, you know, I had so much crap going on here, I'm giving you guys a special treat for tomorrow. I recently just picked up Watchmen, the director's cut. Ooh, they added 3 more hours for a 9-hour movie. Oh man, I'm so psyched. I'm kidding. They only added like 24 more minutes because it adds to the whole, you know, graphic novel. If you read it, you would understand it. You know, I read the graphic novel, so now I'll be able to understand it a little bit more because it puts in more pieces from the graphic novel, not like spacing it out like the theater version, because the theater version was horrible. So I'm going to see if the director's cut is any different, and I'm going to give you guys a special review on it, whether you should get this or you shouldn't. So either or. So I'm going to do that for you guys for tomorrow. I picked up Green Lantern 43, even though I know it's old. I was referenced it because I was behind in Green Lantern. I just started with him, so I'm going to do a review on it just for you guys. What else? I didn't pick up anything else. It's going to be like 2 weeks before I get a new one, so I'm going to be reviewing other stuff then too. It's not going to be just comic books, you know that. It's going to be movies and everything. But tomorrow for you guys, I'm going to be doing Watchmen. So stick tuned and wait for the Watchmen Director's Cut 2-disc special edition review. I'm even going to watch all the special features just to tell you whether or not you should get it. Because other people said, you know, it's going to be better than the movie that was in the theaters, but I don't trust other people's opinion. But you can trust mine because I'm MJaw and I give you guys the truth. Because all those other people like Ebert and Robert, they can all suck ass because, you know, Lord of the Rings was garbage, and I'm the only one that could say that. And hold it to heart because I believe it. Lord of the Rings was garbage. It was 3 hours of midgets walking around aimlessly about to throw a ring into a volcano. That's just my opinion. I'm just joking. I thought the Lord of the Rings was pretty cool. But whatever. But yes, Watchmen tomorrow. I'm going to watch it, give you guys a review whether you should get it or not, so you guys don't go out there and spend, you know, $30 on the director's cut when it's still the same crap of 3 hours of nothingness. So I'm going to give you guys a review on that. Yeah, so I'm going to upload this video for you guys and do all these other reviews. Till then, MJaw, and I'm going to start thinking about a new tagline for the ending, because I feel like I'm just leaving you guys hanging with my taglines. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. I'm going to think of a cool one. Or if you want to give me one, like, you know, 2 and 2 or something like that, please leave me a comment, because, you know, it'll be cool. But, yeah. MJaw here. I'm out.